Hey, isn't Wyatt being awfully quiet today? It's kind of unusual for him to be this silent. I have a feeling that he's definitely up to something, isn't he? I can tell just by the way he's acting right now.
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? Why are you making a big deal out of Wyatt being quiet? It's a wedding, so it's only natural to be polite and quiet, isn't it? I guarantee you, Allie, he's just trying to behave. I mean, it's our big day today.
That guy doesn't have any manners. There's no way he's suddenly behaving now without a plan up his sleeve. I can definitely sense that he's plotting something. It's so obvious. I can't believe you're falling for his act.
You're assuming that just because Wyatt is being quiet for once, he's plotting something against you? You're overreacting, Allie. Even a goofy guy like him must have reflected on his behavior after being scolded by you so many times recently. Besides, isn't it a good thing that he's being quiet for once? I mean, isn't this what you've always wanted? Come on, you were so fed up with his antics.
Well, of course, I was fed up with his cocky attitude. It was constantly annoying and draining to deal with him. That's why I'd be scared if he's suddenly acting all quiet and docile. Something doesn't feel right. I mean, he's even smiling. Don't you see that mischievous look on his face? It's so suspicious.
You've got to consider the fact that he's feeling remorse for his actions, Allie. He actually said the other day that he's been playing too many pranks on you lately. I'm sure he decided to be quiet today because he genuinely wants to change for the better and stop causing trouble.
I don't know about that. And even if that was the case, what about you? Are you feeling the same way as he is?
What does this have to do with me? Why are you dragging me into this? I don't understand.
You always cooperated with him and tried all kinds of tricks on me before. Don't act innocent now. Why are you acting like it's someone else's problem all of a sudden? You were just as involved as him. So I'm asking if you regret it, like you say Wyatt is. If he's sorry, shouldn't you be sorry too? You were both in on it, so don't pretend you weren't.
No, I don't feel any remorse for the pranks I pulled on you, and rightfully so. Today's our wedding day. It would be strange if the groom felt sorry for himself. We should be happy in this moment, don't you think?
No, I don't think it'd be strange at all. If he's sorry, you should be sorry too. How many times do I have to remind you that you were involved in this too? Well, I'm sure he's not actually sorry, and he's definitely up to something. Probably planning another prank. But still.
You know, you really are so childish and petty, Allie. You need to learn how to let things go sometimes. You get mad when we threw a piece of pie at you and stole your bike. You also got angry the time we flat-tired and burnt your bike. You take it too seriously every time.
What? Of course I would get angry, for goodness sake. My bike was on fire right in front of me. That's beyond the scope of a prank or surprise. You destroyed my belongings. Besides, why do you keep pranking me by attacking my bicycle? It's been targeted so many times.
Well, you don't see bicycles on fire very often. It's pretty rare. Worst case scenario, you might have never seen it in your life. Yet you were lucky enough to witness it firsthand, and it was all thanks to Wyatt and I.
It wouldn't bother me at all if I don't ever see something like that in my life. I would have been perfectly fine without it. I could have called the police that time, you know? That's how serious this whole situation with my bike was.
And I'm saying that your reaction to these things, including your little bike, is beyond petty. You need to understand that it was just a game between friends, but I guess you're not mature enough to do that.
Friends? I don't even consider Wyatt to be my friend. Don't try to justify what you've done to me by making him into my friend. He's just your coworker. To me, he's nothing more than that.
Don't be so cold. I know that despite everything, you like Wyatt just as much as I do, right? He's pretty funny, and he's not bad looking either. That's why we're thinking of becoming YouTubers. I think Wyatt and I would make a great team.
What? You're seriously considering becoming a YouTuber now? Where did this idea even come from?
Yes, we'll be YouTubers. Wyatt and I are really good at planning things out, and we have great ideas for content. We can make a lot of money if we make videos of our usual stunts. People will love watching them. Then if we're successful, I'll share some of the money we make with you. How does that sound?
Whatever. Suit yourself. I don't care anymore.
Just believe me when I say I'll make even more money than I already am and split it with you. So you better stop being cocky with me, okay? You should be more supportive of our activities. Isn't that your duty as a fiancé?
I'm your victim. Why would I support something like that when I'm the one being pranked all the time? If you want me to support you, then you're going to have to replace my damaged bike first.
Duh, you really are a brat with no sense of humor. You can't even take a joke or laugh it off. I'm reluctant to marry you because you're so boring. But I will anyway, just because of your good looks and nothing else. But just because I marry you, you better not be so full of yourself. Don't forget that you're a snob who doesn't deserve me, okay? Keep that in mind moving forward.
What are you saying all of a sudden? I'll tell you now, but I don't want to marry you anymore. You are not the person I want to be with.
What? We're about to begin the reception. We've invited so many guests and we've even received cash gifts from them. How can you call off the marriage under such circumstances? We've almost come full circle. You can't do that, can you? Think about the guests and everything that's been planned for today. You don't want to let them down, do you? I knew you couldn't do it. I know you're such a people pleaser, Allie. Besides, you think you owe your mother for raising you single-handedly, don't you? You want to get married soon to move out, to make her proud and give her peace of mind, right?
Stop bringing up my mother in our argument. Don't use her like that.
Why not? Are you embarrassed of your shabby old mother? Well, you should just grow up and marry me. It's the right thing to do at this point. There are some people from the company coming today. I invited all of my coworkers, even the executives. It would look bad if the ceremony were canceled, so you better not even think about doing that. Hey, Allie! Come on, don't be so upset about our wedding cake exploding. It's not a big deal. It's just a little surprise from a friend of mine. So let's get back to it and continue the ceremony like nothing happened. Hey, how long are you planning to stay in the dressing room? The guests are waiting for you. Everyone had a great time with the explosion, so there's really nothing to be mad about, right? This entire surprise was Wyatt's idea from the start. He's the one who thought it would be funny. He has some useful connections, and he used them to plant a very small bomb inside the wedding cake. Even though I knew it was going to explode at some point, I was still super nervous. By the way, this whole surprise is going to be our first video on our channel, so it's really exciting. I uploaded it as soon as I could after the prank. You should watch it, Allie. Allie, how long are you gonna sulk in there? You need to stop acting this way. It's childish. Don't be so immature about this. Quit hiding away and get out here already. You're gonna bother the wedding guests and delay the ceremony. Don't keep them waiting too long.
My daughter is in critical condition. She's currently unconscious.
What are you talking about? She's unconscious? Wait, hold on. First of all, who are you exactly?
I'm Allie's mother, Sharon. My daughter lost consciousness because of the explosion, and she's in surgery now.
Surgery? You're kidding me. What kind of surgery? How serious is this situation? I need an explanation.
Surgery is surgery. You wouldn't understand the medical details even if I told you. It's really bad. They don't even know if my daughter will wake up. She's in a critical state and things aren't looking so good. The shock was so severe that it seems all of her internal organs have stopped working completely.
How is that even possible? Is that really what the doctors said? I'm not sure I can believe this.
Oh, are you a doctor by any chance, Axel? I doubt it. What I told you is exactly what the doctor said, and you have no right to be skeptical about it. You're in doubt of what happened when Allie is suffering terribly right now. She is in agony because of what happened.
I'm sorry, but we didn't mean to hurt her. It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. Wyatt and I never had any bad intentions. We just wanted to surprise everyone a little. It was meant to be fun and lighthearted, not harmful. We thought this would make the celebration more exciting, and the guests would give us more cash gifts for it. That's why we did it.
Cash gifts in weddings aren't like bets from gamblers. You can't just throw in dangerous stunts like that. Anyway, what's important here is that Allie is in trouble because of your selfishness and thoughtless actions. Axel, how are you going to take responsibility for this? Have you thought it through yet?
You want me to take responsibility? That doesn't make sense because we didn't think it would turn out like this. It's not our fault.
Are you just going to keep making excuses and not take responsibility for what's happened to my daughter?
Okay, I'm not trying to avoid responsibility at all. I just don't know what to do. I'm completely lost in this situation. I never expected it to turn out like this. Could you please tell me which hospital you're at? I'll visit Allie right away.
So the wedding will be canceled, right? There's no way it can continue after what happened. First, you must apologize profusely to all the invited guests for what you've done, then refund every one of their cash gifts. Also cover their travel expenses that they spent to come here and to send them back home. You better make sure to handle this properly. This is your responsibility.
Are you serious? I can understand refunding the cash gifts, but you're saying I even have to cover their travel expenses?
Yes, of course you have to. It's only fair considering the inconvenience you've caused everyone. Also, many people were splattered with cake frosting from the explosion. Their suits and dresses were stained. Since their clothing was ruined, I also expect you to compensate them for those cleaning fees.
What? You want me to pay for that too? That's too much. You're going too far.
You said you're sorry for what you've done, correct? If you meant it when you said you truly regret what happened, then this much is only natural. You should be doing all of this without being asked. It's the responsible thing to do, don't you think?
I don't think you're understanding, Shannon. I'm struggling financially. It's going to be too difficult for me to compensate everyone to that extent.
I don't care if you find it difficult. That's not the problem here. All of what I've told you to do, it has to be done. Or would you prefer to be ordered to do it by the court after a legal decision is made against you?
What? Wait, you're considering taking us to court over this? I didn't realize things had gotten this serious.
Gosh, you're so oblivious. Can you seriously not see how furious I am with you and your reckless actions? You can't take back what you've done to my daughter. That's why I'm going to sue you for the damages caused by your thoughtless actions. I am sure the people who got covered in cake and frosting will also want to sue you for what's happened here. They'll for sure want compensation for the clothes that were ruined during the explosion. This matter doesn't involve just us. It involves everybody.
Okay, just wait a minute. Don't sue me, please. I understand, and I'll do everything you say. So please, I'm begging you, don't make this a bigger problem than it has to be.
You put your fiancé in a coma. Don't you remember that? I'm not making it into a huge deal because it already is one. Do you actually realize what you've done here? How many times do I have to explain it to you, Axel?
Believe me, I'm just in a bit of a panic right now. This is all so overwhelming. Tell me, what's Allie's situation now? What are the doctors saying about her condition?
I don't know. The doctors are busy in the operating room. All I keep hearing are screams coming from there, and they don't ever stop.
What? Allie's screaming? Isn't she unconscious? How is that possible?
She is screaming even though she's unconscious. That's just how much pain and suffering Allie is in, and it's all because of you and Wyatt.
What? Is Allie gonna be okay? This can't be happening.
I already told you I don't know. We're waiting for answers, so you need to go and handle the situation with your wedding. Just hurry up and go shut it down. There is no time to waste with everything going on right now.
Okay, I'll handle everything as quickly as I can.
Hi, Allie. It seems like the wedding ceremony has officially been cancelled. All the guests have been notified about the situation. Apparently, after telling the guests, Axel publicly apologized to everyone. He was on his knees, begging everybody for forgiveness. He also declared that he would return all the cash gifts and compensate everyone for their travel expenses.
I see. Well, I heard from him that some people from his company were attending too, even the higher-ups. I can see why he had no choice but to do that. He doesn't want his stupid prank and the wedding cancellation to affect his reputation at the workplace.
I understand, but Allie, when are you going to come forward and tell him the truth? Axel and Wyatt must be panicking right now, scrambling to figure out what to do next about the situation. If we don't do something soon, our story is going to fall apart and they'll know we lied about this. Then things will get out of control very quickly. Although I am tempted to let this facade go on a little longer, I want them to face the consequences of their actions even more.
Mom, despite everything you've said about our plan, you're having so much fun with this. You are totally into it. You were completely against this idea in the beginning, weren't you? I can't believe this.
Of course, as your parent, I would be against doing something like this. It's not a good thing to trick people. But making the wedding cake explode on your wedding day and ruining it, that's just unforgivable. Luckily, you were unscathed, but you could have been seriously injured. What were they thinking, doing something so reckless? Axel and Wyatt, I can't ever forgive them for what they've done. They had the audacity to hurt my precious daughter.
Mom, you're angrier than I thought about this situation. It honestly makes me happy. It means you care about me deeply, so thank you.
Oh, don't thank me at all. I'm beyond worried for you, Allie, and for good reason. Why did you even decide to marry that man in the first place? Haven't you been through enough with him? You've been pulled into similar pranks before, haven't you? This isn't the first time he's done something like this. You should have broken it off years ago.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mom, but it's more complicated than that.
Allie, could it be that you married him just to give me peace of mind? You know, I'd be more concerned about what kind of future you'd have with a man who does dangerous things like this.
Yeah, it's true. It's because you raised me single-handedly, and I know you always worry about my future and my security, especially with Dad gone. You've always cared about me so much, and I just wanted to ease your worries a little bit.
What are you even talking about? It's completely normal for a parent to worry about their child. That's not a reason to marry whoever's in front of you. My goodness, marrying someone just to reassure me is insane.
You're right. I can't believe I got married just because I was worried about making you feel better.
But most of all, I'm worried about the way you choose your men. Your choices in partners are seriously concerning me.
What? Is that really something to be worried about?
Of course it is, even though a lot of Axel's flaws became apparent later on, like his rash decisions and immaturity. You chose to marry him despite the warning signs you've overlooked, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true. I can't deny that I went ahead with our marriage, or we wouldn't be at a wedding venue right now.
Exactly. I can't believe you fell in love with such a bratty, childish man. I've always sensed that you didn't have much taste in men, but I didn't think that it was this serious. Just take a look at the man you've tried to marry. I should have stopped you when I had the chance.
Come on, Mom, I'm your daughter. That's a little harsh, don't you think? Did you really have to say that to me right now? I mean, our conversation was building up to such a touching moment.
Allie, I'm not just pointing this out for no reason. I'm saying it because I care about your well-being. Marrying a man like that is like degrading yourself. You deserve so much better than someone who treats you this way.
Okay, I get it, Mom. I really do. I'm sorry. I know I messed up.
Honestly, your father was such a nice man, you know. There aren't many men like him out there. He passed away right after you were born, which is such a shame. And I've never met anyone as kind and sincere as he was. In fact, I don't think I ever will. You should really find someone like your father, someone who treats you with respect and kindness, understood?
I know, I wish I could, but it's hard to find someone like that. I'll try my best, okay? Anyway, I'll handle the rest of the situation myself from here on out. Don't worry about me, Mom. I'll take care of it. Thanks for everything. I wouldn't have made it this far without your support.
Okay, I know you've got this. You're doing great, Allie. And for the sake of your dignity, hurry up and get rid of that guy.
Yeah, I know, Mom. It's time to move on and find someone who's actually worth it. Axel, thanks for handling the guests and letting them know about the cancellation.
Huh? Allie, you're finally awake! I just canceled the ceremony a moment ago. This is unbelievable. Why couldn't you have woken up just a little earlier? You just had to wake up after I went through all that trouble to deal with everything, didn't you?
What? Isn't this the part where you're supposed to be happy that I'm awake and okay?
Well, sure, I'm relieved that you woke up. It slightly eased my feelings of panic, but there's such a thing as timing, you know? Why couldn't you have woken up earlier? Do you have any idea how much debt I'm in now? Canceling a wedding and paying for the guests isn't cheap, you know? It's a disaster.
Do you really think I care? You deserved everything you got for pulling such a reckless stunt in the first place. I can't believe you're actually complaining about the timing of me waking up from my coma. Are you serious right now?
I have no other choice. I've been through a lot over here, too. You're not the only one dealing with things. My credibility in the workplace has been completely ruined. None of my coworkers trust me anymore. I'm in more trouble than you can imagine. I even got fired.
What? Is that really true? I had no idea.
I mean, of course they'd fire me. I went through the trouble of calling every executive from my company to attend this wedding. They come here despite their busy schedules, and now everything is canceled because of me. Of course that would anger them.
Hang on. Axel, you think you got fired because the ceremony was canceled? You really think that's the only reason?
Of course! What other reasons could there be? This happened because you couldn't read the room and lost control. What are you even talking about?
I think everything that happened to you is because you blew up the wedding cake during our ceremony. It's obviously the reason for all these consequences you're faced with right now. Getting fired by your boss and being met with cold stares from every guest in that venue. Everything.
Huh? No way! That explosion was the most exciting thing today! Everyone was super impressed, and I thought they were really into it. People were screaming and going crazy over the whole thing. I thought it was a great moment to liven things up.
Yeah, they were screaming all right, screaming in fear. It wasn't excitement at all. People don't start cheering when they suddenly hear a loud explosion. It's more shocking than anything else.
Maybe a socially awkward loner like you doesn't get it, but that was a ton of excitement. I bet everyone had a blast. You should believe me because even Wyatt thought it was awesome.
Just because Wyatt thinks the same doesn't help your cause one bit. You can't trust the opinions of people like that. He's just as misguided as you are. How about you check out the reactions to the video you uploaded to the internet? Maybe that will change your mind.
Oh, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. I bet it's going viral. This is our first video after all. It's bound to be a hit. Who wouldn't watch this and enjoy it? Wait, what does this even mean? What are all of these comments?
I just checked a while ago and I noticed the same thing. It's receiving a ton of backlash. Your video's viral only because it's so controversial. This is just what I expected. People are furious that you blew up a wedding cake in the middle of our ceremony. Who wouldn't be? No one is amused by this. It's not the kind of thing people find funny, especially at such an important event.
I don't understand. Why wouldn't they? It's hilarious if a wedding cake exploded out of nowhere.
Well, I wouldn't say it's not interesting at all. It's unexpected, sure. But like your video shows, the cake exploded out of nowhere. When that happened, I fell down, the audience screamed, and chaos broke out. I don't think it's funny when there's an explosion out of nowhere that causes people to panic and possibly get hurt. I guarantee the people who saw this video would think the same thing. It's more shocking than anything else.
What? None of these people have a sense of humor. I can't believe they're overreacting like this. I can't afford to get hated on for this. I'll lose even more credibility than I already have because of this video. Good thing I noticed early on. Oh, that was a close call. I almost didn't act fast enough to prevent further damage to our reputations.
What do you mean, a close call? Do you actually think you can do something to fix the damage you've done?
Of course, I already deleted the video, so everything will be fine now. There isn't anything more to worry about. Now all we need to do is cater our videos to the masses. We'll just have to make our humor a bit more mild so everyone can enjoy it.
Are you seriously saying that, Axel? I am honestly scared for you. You do realize that deleting the video doesn't solve anything, right?
Huh? What do you mean? The video was receiving backlash, so I got rid of the video. It was at the root of it all, and now it's gone. No one will come after us anymore, right?
Were you seriously trying to become a YouTuber with so little awareness of how the media works? This is unbelievable. Videos get reposted all over the internet, and even if you delete the original, they just keep reappearing everywhere. The video went viral, so it's too late. You can't just delete it and expect that to magically fix everything. Your reputation is worsening by the second.
What? You're right, the video's absolutely everywhere. Seriously, why? I deleted the video, that should have been enough. You people with no sense of humor are such a lame joke. You can't even appreciate a little fun anymore.
I don't think this is about humor at all. It's much more than that. Right after the video went up, it immediately started going viral, all because everyone thought you've done an awful thing.
Right after the video went up? Allie, how could you have known that? You should have been completely unconscious when I uploaded it.
What? Oh, was I unconscious at that time?
I knew it! I was always skeptical about it all. I knew something was off after the prank. You and your mother were in on this, weren't you? You did all that just to trick me and make me believe I hurt you.
Well, you don't have to be so upset about it. Don't worry about it too much. That's all in the past now, isn't it?
Are you kidding me, Allie? This isn't okay. You deceived me. You're an absolute liar.
Two can play at this game. You lied to me too, Axel. Right before the reception, you told me that Wyatt was acting all quiet because he felt sorry for all the pranks he's pulled on me in the past.
Well, that's whatever. It's true that Wyatt might not have been regretting his past actions, but your lies are far more malicious than mine. Pretending to be unconscious for such a long time is seriously in poor taste. How could you do something like that? I even got fired from my job because of you. Do you realize how much trouble you've caused me?
You deserved it, Axel. Everything that happened to you is because of your own actions, and now you're facing the consequences.
What's your problem? How can you say that I deserved all of these terrible things? Wait a second. No, you're right. It really was my fault. I've been in the wrong this whole time, and I'm finally realizing it.
What? Why are you admitting that all of a sudden? This isn't like you.
Allie, I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize for everything that happened today and for everything I've done up until now. It's true that Wyatt and I got carried away with our pranks, and we scared you a lot. We crossed the line, and you didn't deserve that treatment at all. I'm really sorry about this. That's why I'm asking you to forgive me.
It's too late. You made fun of my mom, and that's why I'm not going to forgive you. Ever. I don't care about what you do to me. I probably would have been able to put up with most of it, but what you did to her, calling her names, it's unforgivable.
If that were the case, why did you pretend to be unconscious? You didn't have to go through all this trouble and get so many people involved. This problem is just between the two of us, and it's easy to solve. We should have settled things by ourselves.
Okay, just calm down. Jeez, me pretending to be unconscious is just a prank I wanted to pull on you. You shouldn't get so mad at me for catching you off guard. It was just a joke after all. Where did your sense of humor go?
Hey, this isn't fair! I'm being serious! Can't you see that?
This is exactly what you've been doing to me all along, isn't it? So why don't you stop overreacting and take a joke for once? Wow, Allie, you're practically a celebrity now. That video of Axel's is going viral. Have you read what everybody's saying about you online? Many people commented on how beautiful you are. Oh, you're getting quite a lot of attention. Well, I really don't want to be famous for the wrong reasons, especially not from a video blowing up with negativity. I'm so proud to have you as a daughter. I can't believe that you're so famous now. But there's also people commenting on how you decided to marry such an immature man. Mom, stop doing that. You're never going to stop teasing me, are you? All jokes aside, I'm glad you were trying your best to make me feel reassured by trying to marry him. Thank you, Allie. I'm really proud to be your mother. You're the best daughter I could ask for.
Mom, thank you. That means a lot to me, especially coming from you. I'm so proud to have you as a mother as well. You've done so much for me, and I'm beyond grateful for it, Mom.
Now that we're closer to each other again, there are so many things we can work on together. I'm going to start by helping refine your taste in men so things like this won't happen again.
The wedding ceremony was officially canceled, and Axel was left responsible for paying all the expenses of it in full. He was not satisfied with the decision, feeling as though things had been unfairly settled against him from the start. His parents took the situation extremely seriously. They even went as far as to promise to cover damages for my emotional distress. Wyatt's parents were equally displeased and made him pay for the same damages. As a result, both him and Axel were left with an enormous amount of debt. They're working tirelessly at several part-time jobs trying to save up the money to cover those enormous costs. By doing this, they're somehow managing to just barely save some money to start paying me back. Allegedly, they are exhausted every day with little rest. Additionally, the chaos from the video they uploaded really stirred up a lot of attention and made quite the impression on everyone involved. This commotion caused such a big scene that neither of the two can walk around in public freely anymore. It's been an unbelievable first appearance for them as YouTubers, creating quite the opposite of a positive reaction. However, they've still gained some recognition despite it all, even if it's for all the wrong reasons. I thought that if he ever continued his work as a YouTuber in the future, Axel might end up being a big topic of conversation. But due to everything that happened at the wedding, Axel and Wyatt have fallen out with each other and their friendship is completely fractured. Without each other, they really can't do anything, and their plans to be famous on the platform are falling apart quickly. Maybe by splitting these two apart, the unfortunate turn of events will bring a little more peace and quiet to the world. After everything, my mom has started to interfere with my new relationships out of worry for me. She's likely very concerned about my taste in men after this disaster, thinking that I need better judgment going forward.